Are you sure that will be okay? What? Yes. I mean, it would be really hard to pull it off, but it's something that'll make this different. Isn't always good. It's a neat concept, but you need to handle it carefully and gracefully. I know. Hey, Gala. Good evening, everyone. Welcome, Mr. Gala. Am I interrupting? It looked like you were having an intense discussion. It's nothing. With this giving feedback, this for the book I'm writing. Sounds like a heavy discussion. What are you up to tonight? I'm just planning to sit and relax. Please don't let my presence interrupt you. Oh, don't worry about it. Although I needed to interrupt for a moment. Sure, how can I help you? Can I have a cup of... you remember my remedy? Of course. You wanna... Bro, what's your remedy? My last order didn't quite hit the spot. But what was his remedy, though? Remember, it's ginger. The last thing is definitely a different ingredient from either of those. Okay. Remember, it has tea and ginger. The freak, I don't know, lemon? I was at lemon. Is it? How is it? Nope. This doesn't even follow my guidelines. Far from it. Okay, oh pardon me for the mistake. You're still drinking, never mind. Anyway, please don't mind me and continue with your discussion. Don't worry, Mr. Gala. We're done for the night. You're done? I have a lot of new homework to see you. You're welcome. Is Heidi coming? Nope, I'm by myself tonight. It's gonna be a peaceful night then. That means Freya. Oh, come on, I was just joking. He needs to learn how to communicate his thoughts nicely, though. He might not look like it, but he's he's a very kind person, you know. He doesn't show it, that's for sure. That applies to you as well. Oh, come on. Good evening, everyone. Welcome, Mr. Bailey's. Hey, how are you doing, Freya? Not good. What's going on? What's criticizing my story? It's called feedback. It's cruel. It's necessary. Sounds interesting. What's the problem with the story? The story is non-linear and quite complicated. Imagine a choose-your-own adventure storybook, but for adults. Sounds pretty common so far. But instead of telling you which page you turn to, each decision you make will give you a score. What? That score will determine which page you should go to. That sounds more like a video game than a book. I know it's not that original, but my target here is the mainstream audience. With the help of my publisher, this kind of book may go mainstream. Just like that choice. Choose your own adventure show on next stream. It was nothing new, but because of the marketing and the name involved, it reached the mainstream market. That sounds interesting and highly ambitious, Freya. At least it's simpler than my other idea, which is making the novel not in the form of a book, but in the form of a story cards. What? I know, right? As if she has all the time in the world. And that's before even considering the sensitive issue of setting the story in a world where only humans exist. What do you say? No, there's a reason why it has to be that way. Just wait until I finish it, okay? Alright. As said, though, I won't have the time. Getting a normal pitch arrived is already a step climb. Let's not make the mountain even higher. Fair enough. What's the story about? By the way, you have to wait for it. Don't want to spoil the fun. If you say so. Anyway, I haven't ordered anything. What do you want to drink tonight? Ginger latte, if you know how to make it. I think I know how to make that. Gullah Hag. Oh wait, was it like green tea, ginger, lemon? Hey, I'm going to do this and see what it takes me. There you go, man. Here you go. Are you sure? Yeah, oh, no, so no more. I just wanted to hang around here. Anyway, drink will do. By the way, how are you doing, Vegas? Still busy with your last client? Oh, I'm done with her. Done? I said you're dropping the project? Hey, I'm not crazy. I still need the money. Then I finished the job. I spent the past few days making sure it is even done before the deadline. Did she like it? She loved it. She had some complaints, of course, but I convinced her by using some design terms she doesn't understand. So you finished your job by bullshitting her. Then find it pushing my lady. That's one survival skill every freelancer must have. Are you working on anything right now? No. I'm taking a break from work. I need to work on a few personal matters. Oh, like you and Lua? Something like that. By the way, I'm curious. How did you guys meet? Even though I'm me asking. I don't mind. It's just that I was young and stupid, you know? Oh, come on. Who hasn't been there? You're right. So, I was a bit of a player back in college. Ooh, spicy. And I was going and I was going after my then best friend's girlfriend's friend. Wait, what? Okay, I'll say it slowly. I used to have a best friend. He was in Incubus. Okay, let's call him Cognag. Cognag had a girlfriend, still following, and that girl has a friend. The friend is the one I'm after. Okay, got it. She was one of the hottest girls there, but everyone knew she wasn't the type of girl you want to date. Why? I don't want to get into details, but this succubus was super hot, and other guys wanted to sleep with her. She was a player too. That doesn't sound like Lua at all, because it wasn't Lua Genius. Lua was my friend's girl. Holy moly, this is getting spicier. The other girl's name was, let's call her Rose. I'll tell you, I knew Lua thanks to her relationship with Cognag. That's a fake name you made up, right? Yes. Now, will you let me continue without interruptions? Okay. So, I asked Lua a lot of things about Rose. She knew what I was after. He ignored her so much, but I kept on bothering her. I mean, I was a pretty active guy back then. So Luke came over because at one point I lived with Cognag back in college. I've been out and I got back just as Luke arrived. A total coincidence. We went into our own place together and witnessed something surprising. What? Cognag was sleeping with Rose. Holy mother moly. I saw the look on Louis' face, the disbelief, anger, sadness, and without even thinking about it, I punched Cognag in the face. You what? I got to fight with him. Oh, I haven't told you. Cognag was a Brazilian jiu-jitsu tutor for kids. He was pretty good. Oh my. Yeah, I landed that one punch, and he beat me to a pulp easily. Lua begged me to stop fighting on her behalf. Or like she begged Cognag. Hey, I wasn't kidding. I lost, but I didn't give up so easily. I was beaten pretty bad, so Lua took care of my injuries. We grew closer after that, and I don't even remember the exact date. But suddenly, that friendship turned to a relationship. That was one hell of a story. I know. Have you seen her by any chance? Yeah. Lua came by a few years ago. How was she doing? She hasn't returned any of my calls or texts. Well, she's healthy, that's for sure. She got into an argument though. With whom? There was this male model. A model? I didn't think she was the type of girl to go out with a model. Oh, they were together. What were they arguing about? Well, we were talking about your relationship. Lua told us about the reason behind the fight, about your family stuff, and then this guy Heidi joined the discussion. What did he say? He didn't understand why Lua would insist on getting family approval, considering, what, you were willing to leave your own family. You would do that for her? Yes, I would. I'm sick and tired of my family. Why would you say that? Let me tell you about my family. Well, I should say most elves families, they all think they're so high and mighty. If you're born an elf, then there are certain unwritten rules you must follow. Reputation and appearance are everything. We must never ever make our family look bad. You can only befriend certain people. You must dress a certain way. You can only have certain jobs that are deemed worthy and successful, like being a doctor, a lawyer, a CEO. Ever since I was a kid, I've always wanted to be an artist. I love drawing and creating art. However, becoming an artist is not something else would deem suitable unless you become the next Da Vinci. So when I switched from a business major to an art major, my parents were crazy, screamed like they were on fire. They told me that I'll never be rich or successful. All that because you chose an art degree? You want to know the worst? They blame Lua. What do you mean? They blame her for my decisions to pursue my passion for art. Yelled about how her kind is ruining the country, accusing their religion or worshipping Dark Lord, accusing her of putting a spell on me and cursing the family. Whoa. I mean, come on, this is the 21st century. That's not cool. I don't want to sound judgmental, but your family is racist. Tell me about it. Chloe is the only person that can make me feel alive. She showed me how I could be free and pursue my dreams. I don't understand why Lou is so obsessed with the idea of with my family. I just don't get it. I have no problem leaving my family, you know. I would happily leave them for the both of us. What about her? What about her and her family? You may be happy to leave your family, however, it may not be the same for her. Gala, do you have something to say? Perhaps you could give us a different perspective. Sorry, I didn't mean to eavesdrop. I couldn't help overhearing your story. I assume that the person you're talking about is not in love, correct? Yes, he's a succubus. I see. I'm a werewolf. For a werewolf, the wolf pack is the most important thing. We'll put family before anything. We often have our own problems within the pack, but we don't abandon our family for anything. Perhaps that's also true for her and her family. Besides, if you leave your family for her, wouldn't that make your parents believe that all those bad stereotypes about goodbye are true? I never thought of it that way before. Whenever you like it or not, your actions will have an impact on her as well. And if you leave your family for her, that will put her in a difficult spot. She might feel responsible for your actions. There's nothing to feel bad about. I'm leaving my messy family to create a better one with her. It's easier for you to say no, but you don't know what the future holds. One day, circumstances might change. One day, one of you might regret your decisions. One day, you might use the "I left my family for you" card. We love each other. I'll be with her, whatever the circumstances may be. You know, love is like a flame. It might burn fiercely at first, but over time it will die down if you don't maintain it. Maintaining it won't be easy. It will be hard work because life is full of storms. In marriage, it will not survive on love alone. Whoa, that's deep. We will have each other. That's enough for us. Tell me, do you have health insurance? What? I'm an elf. Why would I need health insurance? You need some. What for? Immortality is an elf's privilege, but you lose it if your family disowns you. I've seen people go bankrupt because they fell ill or seriously got injured. emptied their entire life savings for $8 pill because in this country they charge $20,000 for it. And if you decide to have children, they won't have the same privilege you do. There's a high probability that they'll get bullied for being a half-breed. There are consequences. It shouldn't be taken lightly. Think about it. Anyway, I got to go. I apologize for my intrusion. No, thank you for your insight. I got to go too. Head out together? Sure. Here for the drink. And for Raya, bye. Alright. What? You made me lose 2 customers in a minute. Hey, that was on me. They were leaving anyways. Are you going to write that in your book? It's a secret. If your book is based off this coffee shop, how can you present a story like theirs in a world with only humans around? I'm not sure. Perhaps that hot drink will give you some inspiration. Sounds like a great idea. A spice lady. Tuesday, September 29th, 2020. He really never changed, I know. But it was surprisingly nice catching up with people from back then. Thank you for forcing me to do it. I'm missing it. I like to order again, the usual. Back to the experiment, yes. You know what? Try adding milk to the ingredients you already have. Alright, you know what to do. Do I really though? Okay. Tea, milk, ginger. Tea, milk, ginger. Try this. Thank you. This is what I needed. Yes, sir. What about you, Miss Heidi? Would you like to order something else? I'm good for now. I couldn't help overhearing you, though. It sounded like you two go way back. We do, I guess. He was my bodyguard. Oh, didn't meet you here. Yeah, when this was a bar. What happened exactly? He was getting his ass kicked by a couple of dwarves. Those 2 bastards. It was a pretty sight, so I intervened. Aren't vampires said to be, tough? Just because I'm a vampire doesn't mean I know Kung Fu. Besides, I had a couple of drinks I could have taken them both if I was sober. A couple, really? You were trashed. You told them I was your bodyguard. Wait, were you not his bodyguard? Not at the time, we didn't even know each other. But because of the whole fiasco, we both got kicked out. And then this wasted vampires stuck to me. Like, well, to a blanket. Obviously, he was too drunk to drive, so it was a cab. Turns out he was also too drunk to tell the driver where he lived, and I was stuck with him until morning. Thanks for not leaving me on the street. Those dwarves could have killed me. Who were they? I'm not going to confirm or deny anything, but it's possible they may have ties to the mafia, and I might have lost some of their money on the stock market. A lot of their money. Yikes. They wanted me to launder their dirty money, so I decided to screw them over instead. Yeah, I overheard what they were talking about before the fight started. I knew Heidi was innocent, and that's why I helped him. He might be an annoying a-hole, but he's not a thief. What a stroke of luck, the universe sending me a guardian angel in my time of need. So the next morning, I offered him a job as my bodyguard for real. After all the trouble you caused me that night before. Hey, I took you to breakfast. Don't tell me that counted for nothing. I have to say, it wasn't my proudest moment. I woke up, I was broke. Breakfast was an offer I couldn't refuse. It was the late 60s, mind you. It wasn't easy finding a job, especially for people like me. Werewolves? War veterans. Ah, I see. So how did you go from working as a bodyguard to working in the hospital, Kala? Well, when he was working with me, I noticed I prefer if we skip that part. I'm sorry, but I don't want to go into any details about it. It's alright. Thank you for asking. I don't mind telling you the quick and dirty version. Long story short, he helped me with something. Let's just say something from my past. Thanks to that help, I found a new purpose in life. Helping other people alive. Of course, it's not easy for a veteran werewolf to become a nurse or a doctor. That's why I chose hospital admin instead. So you know, so you could say this guy my life. Thanks to his stubborn persistence, in helping me when I needed it. Thank you for sharing your story with me. I didn't expect such a tale from you. I know. Anyway, I'd like to order something now. What do you like? Can you make a tea-based drink that's warm and cool at the same time? That's warm and cool at the same time. Alright. Here, your order. You said warm and cool. Is exactly what I wanted. By the way, it feels like this place is missing something today. Yeah, I haven't seen her today. Hey, speak of the devil. Hello, good people. And one vampire. It's good to see you too, Freya. By the way, we were just talking about you. Oh, really? What about me? I was just surprised that you weren't here. Is that how you pick up girls young enough to be your granddaughter? That won't work on me. I have no interest in flirting with you. I've got high standards, you know. You look so tired, Freya. Hard day at work. How could you tell? Call it a vampire's sense, right? I started running my draft, and actually I got some good feedback. That's good to hear. Glad I can help. So I spent the whole day rewriting stuff, and I also did some story for the paper. Although overall it was a good day. That's good to hear. But please don't forget to take a break. It's easy to get carried away by working when you are on a roll. Will do, sir. And speaking of hospitals, how's your hospital admitting life going? That's not even a word for you. Actually, I'm not even sure what you even do there. It's pretty boring to talk about. But mostly I handle operations of happening in the hospital. Things like how much a specialist costs and how much it affects our income. I also deal with patients and their families. If they require intense care, such as operations, I go through what we would do and how much it would cost them. Kind of like biz dev for people's lives. Then you can say that. Damn, that sounds complicated and hard. That's why I'm suited for my job. Someone would get very emotional attached to patients would find this job pretty tough. Where's heartless people like my friend here? I only see it from a business perspective. Good point. Why do you rarely talk about your kind of job? I guess most people don't really know who he is or think about the necessity of it. Exactly. It's an interesting job, yet no one talks about it. Maybe because most admins are just like me. We rarely talk about work outside the hospital. Why? For me, I just don't find any reason to. It's the patient's personal life anyway. Such professionalism and loyalty. You should keep hold of that mindset, especially in front of the lady here. He needs to be a bit less loyal though. Heidi, you've been doing this job for a while, right? How much? 50 years now. Whoa, I didn't know that. Wait, 50 years in the same position? Holy, that's for promotion, man. They keep offering me new positions. Well, mostly manager till take it. Not interested. Why? It's not something I want. Because, as I've told you before, I fit perfectly in this position. But the salary must be better if you take the promotion, right? Of course. But what I get at the moment is more than enough for me right now. And I still get raises while I'm doing this job. I really can't figure you out. That's gala for you. Anyway, my shift's starting soon. It was nice catching up with both of you. Are you going to stay, Heidi? Yeah, I'm gonna stay doing the vibe here. I'll see you in a few weeks, I guess. Yep. Safe trip. See you around. And you, Freya. See you. Take care on your way. You know, it's kind of hard to believe someone like Gala could be your best friend. We were just talking about that before you arrived. Oh, really? Man, I missed an interesting story. So how do you guys meet? Seriously, I have to retell this story? Yes. Come on. You're not going into it, right? Alright then. We met in this place back when it was a bar. Okay. Whoa. I never knew Gala used to be in the army. I mean, he got the build to be on the front line. Still though, why did he make the jump from, how should I say this, a very physical job to medic? Well, he's not comfortable talking about it right now. But you know, why, right? What? Are you trying to squeeze the story from me? Obviously, he doesn't want to talk about it. That's him, not you. Seriously, Freya? Come on. I won't get into detail, but going to war, it messes with your head. Yeah. Oh? You see why Gala doesn't want to talk about it, huh? I don't get it, but it must be difficult. The only thing he was comfortable finding, confident in was his dream. So he only did work that relied on his muscles. Would it help him get over his trauma though, right? Of course not. But it was the only thing he could do. Or at least it's the only thing he thought could do. But you hired him for his muscle. Hey, I didn't know all of that at the time. Besides, he's good at being a bodyguard, and we weren't that close yet, so no personal feelings. I needed his strength, but then I got to be interested in him. I think he's a cool person. That's all. And after a few months, I noticed his problem. I suggested he talk about it with someone and seek help, which he refused. No surprise there. But I kind of pushed him to do it. How? It's complicated. Eventually, he did go to get professional help. Of course, I have no idea what happened in his therapy session. But in the end, he found a new purpose in his life. He quit working for me, and not so long after that, he started working at the hospital. And he's been working. Oh, he's back. Good evening, everyone. Oh boy. Good evening. Nice to see you again. We are also glad to see you, Bautista. By the way, I didn't catch your name the last time you visited. Do you have a name? Name. We should have. On Earth, please call us Nelly. Nelly? Yes, Nelly. Is that your real name? Oh, of course not. Due to the nature of our communication, we do not really need trivia things like names to interact. But from what we have learned here, it seems like the name Nelly has a lot of associates with Earthling's efforts. And I get what you mean. I believe we did not meet the last time we were here. I saw you from after you left the coffee shop a few days ago. So hello, my name is Freya. You could say I'm a regular here. And you, sir? Heidi. Come here often? From someone who doesn't live in Seattle yet. Oh, you are not from around here? Neither are we. Where do you come from? Far away. By far away, do you mean a few thousand miles or more? More. Which more to the point that your search calculation system means nothing. That sounds far away indeed. What are you doing here in Seattle? And do you do all your kind just like that? Of this? We chose his appearance based on an image we saw when we first arrived. The image? No wonder you look familiar. As for what we are doing, this place is really the perfect spot to practice our communicating skills with Earthlings. But before that, please let us order something from the Bautista. What do you want to drink? The usual. That's how you say it, yes? So, anything? Yes, we won't be able to taste the difference anyways. You really can't taste anything? Yes. What if I can brew a drink that can make you feel something interesting? But we doubt you will be able to do that. Sounds deceptive. Please surprise us. The freak you want me to do? Cover anything is ready for you. Thank you. What the? Interesting. What are you doing? Drinking? That's how they drink. Whoa, boy. You are one interesting person. Thank you. That was a compliment, yes? Normally, yes. But you can't be so sure with Freya. That's definitely was the highest form of compliment. What are you, Nelly? Us? We're travelers, doing our job in this space you call Milky Way. What kind of job? We are tasked with the mission to spread our seas. You really are here to find a date? All the way from galaxy far, far away? Wow. It turned out hers as is anywhere in the universe. Feeling attacked, old man? Not really. You have a valid point. We do not understand. But we are glad if we make you laugh. Oh, the pleasure is mine. If I may ask, why do you have to breed with us? We are sorry, but that is classified information. Aw, man. Well, how's the mission going so far? We cannot say it is going well. I'm not surprised. With how quirky and unique you are, not many women can handle that. Can handle you, them to me? I don't know what do you think? You're a pretty adventurous girl. I wouldn't be surprised if you decided to go on a date, or maybe go further if it got you a good story. Oh, you're not offended by that? Not in the slightest. You're wrong though. I go on a date with him, but I don't like to sleep around. Really? To be honest, I did expect that. Yeah, I get that a lot. People often mistake me for someone who gets around a lot. Excuse me, miss. From what we gathered, does that mean you are willing to breed with us in exchange for our stories? Wow, no wonder your missus is going well. I don't mind going out with you for a drink or dinner in exchange for stories, but I'll only sleep with someone I'm serious about. But our missus is serious. It's not that. You either have to be my boyfriend or husband if you want to sleep with me. We have heard of those terms before. Let us check them once again. This is very strange. Going to what we found, many Earthlings mate with one person exclusively for their entire lives. Yes, that's called commitment. Such a strange concept. Then why, with such rules, do you still face overpopulation problems? Now that you mention it, we don't have enough control ourselves. And those in charge also don't have enough control of us. Not to mention, some races live for a very long time. So even though there are rules about having kids, and they can be strictly enforced, a lot of people still break them. We know Earthlings boast about the concept of free will, but we thought your kind also loved the concept of restraining and taking care of the planet. At least that was what we gathered from your information network. That should be the case, but Earthlings are stupid. That's the easiest way to put it. We learned so much today, but we have another question for Miss Freya. Ask away. How can we be your husband? First of all, I would suggest going step by step. Most of the time, starting by dating boyfriend or girlfriends, you know, before you talk about marriage over it. So, how can it be your boyfriend? You can start by asking her whenever she actually single. Understood. Tell me straight. Are you single? Yes, I am single. You want to be our girlfriend now? The is starting the date vary between people, but usually it takes someone time before you want to commit yourself to someone. Wow, the breeding process on Earth is surely extremely complicated. It can be easier if you're a smooth talker, someone good at communicating with other people. That would be really challenging for us. Even after all that, making kids is still in a total different league. Most women prefer it if their male partners wear. It's something to wear to prevent pregnancy. Why would you do that? Mating ritual if you do not want to have offspring. Pleasure. All this information is too much to process in one evening, so we talk about eating. But how do your kind of have, like, seeing how you drink might be something you can't use at all. That's true. How do you do it? We're pretty flexible with that, but we cannot tell you the details unless we agree to do the mating ritual. I don't want to imagine how it's done. Oh, you do not need to worry. We will not hurt anyone physically or mentally. Yeah, I'm not so sure about that. Especially the mental part. We did our research, and we tried it on the testing object we made. It is proven. The mental capability of Earthlings is far from complicated than anything else on Earth, sir. Oh, we did not know that. Being born on Earth sounds very difficult. It is. I have to agree with that. Anyway, thank you so much for the information you have given us tonight. It means a lot for our mission. We have to report our findings to the base. How will you proceed with your mission with the newfound information? We are not sure yet. It is yet to be discussed after all. It was really nice talking with all of you. You're welcome. We're off now. Bye. Take care of yourself, sir. Yep. That was really something. Indeed. You said the first time they gave me your was for a date, right? Yeah, but their date never came. And then they mistook Miss Myrtle for their date. The game developer. Wow, I dread to think how that went. It was pretty awkward, but you can't be angry yet. It says, I guess so. By the way, has that young woman been back since I spoke with her last time? Oh, you mean Miss Lou? Yeah, her. Oh, showing some concern. Now, are you? I'm just curious. No, I haven't seen her since then. But her boyfriend did come a few days ago. And Freya was being pretty noisy to the point that Mr. Gallo joined the discussion. My mind, you really have a knack crack for starting trouble. Sadly, I have to agree with that. It's not easy to make Gallo join a random conversation unless it really piques his interest or it annoys him. I don't know how to react to that. Well, I need to catch a flight to Seagull tomorrow, so I'm off for the night. Are you leaving Seattle so soon? It's only for a week or so. I'll be back here sooner than you know. Oh well. It'll be a peaceful week then. Anyway, I need to go as well. Thank you for letting me stay without ordering anything. I didn't even notice that. You really don't care about business. She didn't order anything, but she did attract people to the coffee shop. That's one way to put it. Anyway, Freya, do you want to share a cab? Thanks, but I'm riding my bike. Alright then, see you around. Take care your way, folks. The frick is that? Alright. Bro, it is Wednesday, September 30th, bro. I appreciate everybody for chilling out with me in the stream. As always, come back again for another stream. I see y'all.